Do you know what an FYP is?
Yeah, For You page.
The For You page. Steak, do you have any gray on your beard?
No gray, but I'm just bald as shit.
No, I know. That's why I didn't ask about your head. But you have an actual beard. You didn't. That's not fake, is it?
No gray. It's not fake.
It was like the one time where I was like, dude, I'm going to beat the fuck out of this kid.
If you said transport me to anything in the world right now, I would transport to fucking 10 a.m. in Las Vegas at the Circus Sportsbook on football Sunday.
It's funny. I just can't even stop laughing. Fucking a minute and 6 seconds, dude. Minute and 6 seconds.
Yesterday. Now I'm not.
It's your chain.
Well,
I gave it to you.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
Actually, Steak's chain is a crazy thing to say.
Okay, it's my chain.
That's like saying this is actually Sergio Ramos' jersey.
We are all the way back.
Yo.
All the way back. What's up? It's good to see you. How you doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Sounds like your mic's not on. You're underwater.
Oh, my God. I feel like it's always you saying this. And the chat always says it sounds good.
The chat doesn't fucking comment on anything worth a shit, ever.
All right, I'm going to go to my settings.
I always tell you this. You just sit far away from your mic, which is fine, but the gain has to be up.
Okay.
Sounds much better already. What'd you do?
Nothing.
You sound better already.
Whatever. Let's run it then.
Okay. What's up? Steak Crispy. Whoa, relax, DJ. You relax, fucking Scott and Phoenix. You relax, all right?
Thank you, Scott.
Anyways. Damn it, that hurt Degen. What are you talking about? Degen just wants to complain. No, I don't. I just want to call things like it is. If the mic doesn't sound, the quality doesn't sound as crispy. Okay. I know Steak's rolling his eyes. I'm just here to tell you.
I'm not rolling my eyes.
It's okay. It's all right. When did you get back in from New Orleans?
Yesterday evening.
What's a flight like from Orlando to New Orleans? It's got to be cake, right?
Like less than 2 hours.
Oh, that's fucking beautiful. What airline?
Southwest.
How is Southwest?
I think pretty rough. You know what I don't like? You know they don't do assigned seating.
I do. I haven't flown Southwest in a very long time. I do know that.
They do not do assigned seating, so it's just a free for all. You want to get one of those early boarding zones that you're probably stuck in the middle seat. So I did get the early boarding zones, but yeah, Southwest gets 5.5 out of 10 for me as an airline. Their pros are they do have Wi-Fi and they fly nonstop mostly everywhere as far as like Florida's concerned. So
yeah,
that's why I fly them, because like I'm not having a layover to go to fucking New Orleans.
No, I don't blame you. I'd probably do the same thing. How are the planes? Do they feel old? Do they feel new? Are they is the seats falling apart?
That's more of a you question. I don't know. These seats are pretty new. I'll be honest, felt new, but the planes don't feel great.
That's okay.
What a question. What a question from a guy who attended Game 7, and not only attended Game 7, he was down there, bro. He was in the lower bowl, row 10, talking to me about, do I only fly private? No, bro, I fly Southwest. You go to Game 7, row 10.
I love it. This is when I see the Degen coming out of Steak, when he fucking gives it to these motherfuckers. Give it to these motherfuckers, all right? We got the Beeves out there bitching about $25 hotel breakfast. We got fucking Primer out there sitting 7 rows up at NBA Finals Game 7 on his dad's credit card bitching at you about flying. Motherfucker. Look at that. We got some sub banks coming in nice and early today. Holy shit. We're at a hype train level 3. I didn't even realize this.
Wow.
Holy shit. Jay Prue with a sub bang. Prime Bets. Appreciate you, Prime. Thanks a lot. Goots with a sub bang. 19 months. Good morning to Steak. What the fuck's up with that? Snowman W recap 7-monther. Crutch Bets gave out 5. Shout out Crutch Bets. I think he had LSU to win the College World Series. Give it to these motherfuckers. Pool shirt, man. We're not even getting down in that. Congrats, Steak. What is he saying congrats, Steak, for?
Not sure. I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out. Can't wait to see what I'm getting congratulated for. It certainly isn't hitting any fucking bets.
Yeah, I got a bone to pick with you.
Yeah, I don't care if you didn't want me to bet the Patriots. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
It was Game 7 NBA Finals, dude. I wanted some action.
Oh my God. Game 7 NBA Finals. Let me just explain something. You know what you can do if you want to? Tune me out. Mute me. Turn your volume down. I got a bone to pick with you. I don't care that you bet the Pacers on the spread.
Pick your bone, but remember, we have to go back to this. That's all. I just want to go back to this after you pick your bone, okay?
Awful considering his thoughts on Bay. Oh my God, I can't.
we'll go back
I
to it.
can't.
We'll go back to it.
All right, we'll go back to. I can't fucking wait. Don't forget that. Comparing Bane to KD right now, those trades absolutely fucking atrocious. Here's my bone to pick with you. You have the Pacers to win the series at a plus 600 price, correct?
Mm-hmm.
It comes down to a game 7. So you essentially have the Pacers last night to win the game at plus 600. You then take the Pacers to win the game at plus 210.
Yeah, and plus 7.
Okay,
I'm a biased guy.
stop. I just said the spread. I have no beef. Why are you taking the Pacers money line at plus 210 when you have them essentially to win yesterday?
Because I wanted more action on game 7 of the NBA Finals.
There's more action. There's more action to be had, Steak. You can take player props. You can take team.
I did.
Okay, I understand that, but you're not focusing on what else you did that makes 0 sense.
Are you going to finish?
You can't acknowledge that made 0 sense.
I'm not trying to make sense. I was trying to have action on the fucking game. I'm a degenerate. Your name is the Degenerate. You're talking to me like you're fucking Alan Dims or Cornfields. I don't care if it made sense. I don't care. I wanted more fucking action on game 7 of the NBA Finals. I'm a degenerate. I don't care.
There is, again, if you go into your sports book, even a fuck-ass sports book like Hard Rock, there is so many fucking ways to have action on a game.
Yeah, I had action. I had action. It was all bad action.
Okay, I understand that. I'm just saying, you already had the Pacers to win the game, and you added to it.
And I wanted more.
At a worse price.
No, I'll say it. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think they were winning if Tyrese Halliburton didn't get hurt.
I don't disagree.
I don't absolutely covering. Absolutely covering if Tyrese Halliburton didn't get hurt.
I don't disagree. No. Doubling down is not what you did. You don't double down at a worse number. You could double down on the Pacers on the spread. You can double down on the Pacers on the spread. Is Snack saying he thinks I'm right?
No, he thinks I'm right that they were covering if Halliburton didn't get hurt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can double down for less. Okay. Why bet 2 units when you can bet 0.5?
I'm assuming it got to be a shot at you.
I don't even know. I don't understand what that means.
Yeah.
They were winning if Halliburton played. I don't even disagree with that.
Yeah, I just don't want to hear about it anymore, about my wager. I want to talk about the game, but I don't want to hear about the wager. I'm not sorry. I'd do it all over again. If the game was tonight and I had this conversation with you and then another opportunity to do the same exact thing tonight, I would do the same exact thing tonight.
Okay, so I just want to make it clear that with everybody in the chat, nobody agrees with me that if you have an underdog.
Yes, quantitative eating agreed with you.
Steak, let your freak flag fly. Sure.
Yeah.
Let your freak flag fly. Take some fun, take some freaky shit. Taking the same bet you already have at a worse price is not freaky. That's stupid. I like freaky. I'm a freak.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think you might not be. You're like the girl who says she's a freak, but then only does missionary.
What is there to talk about last night? Really getting a gambling lesson from the worst gambling on Twitter. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. That is not a smart wager.
No regrets. No regrets.
If you have a team to win the series at a big plus price, it's in a game 7, do or die, you're good. You're there. You've checked that box. Go to another box.
I wanted to scratch my itch a little more.
Okay. All right. That's whatever you want to say. We're on a hype train. Are we serious right now? We're getting more sub banks. We got fucking Crutch that gave out 5. I already said that. La Barbera with another one, 29 months, almost as many months as Fleetwood top 10s without a win. Yeah, poor guy. We'll recap that in a second. Yeah. Worry about your own box. Yeah, listen, I realize now after BK came after me in that Toronto tweet, people just love to chirp me because it's fun, and that's fine. I'll own that. But we can move on. Correct hedge would have been taking SGA MVP early in the day yesterday. Whatever. Anyways. Should we comment on the KD trade first, or should we talk about the Oklahoma City Indiana Pacers game?
Let's get this fucking horrible game over with.
Actually, there's nothing really even to say about the game. I agree with you. Let's just talk about the Thunder for a second. I saw a lot of people bitching about the Thunder.
Yeah.
I saw people using the FAG word. That was like a funny burner joke going last night.
FAG?
They were calling the Thunder FAGs.
You think it's cool to just spell that out?
It's not cool.
Everybody in the chat can read and write. So at that point, you might as well just say it.
No, that's totally different.
You think you're less likely to get canceled if you say FAG?
I'm referencing a tweet, but without saying it. What would you do?
Well, if I was you, I would probably say the word, but if I was you,
that's so much worse, dude.
I'm joking.
I know.
I had no idea you're going to say that. I'm kind of shocked. I didn't see any tweets about the Thunder being FAGs. I did think that was one of the worst Game 7s ever. And I know that there's bad ones out there, and someone who's smarter than me is going to come in the chat and be like, don't forget about 1988 when the fucking Bullets played the, like, I don't care. I don't care about that. That shit sucked. Tyrese Halliburton popping his fucking Achilles or whatever happened was an absolute gut punch, especially since he came out and banged 3 quick threes. And I was like, oh my God, this motherfucker's about to go nuts. What is it with this dude? Like, he's really about to go nuts in this Game 7. And that really fucking sucked, man. But I just want to make sure I say this so I don't forget, because Tyrese Halliburton's not going to play all of next year. Tyrese Halliburton was absolutely fucking amazing to watch. A few bad games, but Tyrese Halliburton is a motherfucking dog. And he was amazing to watch this playoffs. And people are going to forget because we don't like him. The players don't like him, overrated, blah, blah, blah. And he's not going to play all of next year. He's going to be out of sight, out of mind. And you're going to forget what I think was literally one of the best playoff runs by a player we've ever seen. So I just want to give him his flowers before we've moved on.
I'm very happy you did that. He deserves it. The Pacers deserve it. I thought the Pacers were awesome. If you're watching the stream, you're looking at 2 people who respected the shit out of the Indiana Pacers. Stake so much so that he thought they were going to win the series. I did not. I thought the Thunder were going to win in 6. But I saw, and I'm not trying to name any names, but I saw people all over the internet. I saw people in our Discord saying the Pacers had no chance. The Thunder were going to win in 5. The Pacers would be lucky to win a game. I think that I'm no legit elite ball knower, and I don't watch every game of basketball. If you watch the Indiana Pacers play 1 game against the Cavaliers, well, 2 games because they had 1 bad game. If you watch the Indiana Pacers play 2 games against the New York Knicks and you thought to yourself the Indiana Pacers could not hang with anybody in the league, you don't know ball. You don't know ball. And your ball card gets removed until next season. Actually, until November. You're out the first 2 months of next season. You're fucking out. You know, 0 ball. I won't tolerate the Indiana Pacers disrespect. And I'm glad that you gave Halliburton his flowers. He did a total 180 on being softy. I don't even know what else to really describe him as, because I don't know that he was like a diva by any means. He didn't seem like a diva.
No,
he was just a guy that everybody was like wanted to be good. Yeah. Soft. And 180, absolute dog. Absolute dog. I remember when he was getting shit for the choke thing. I thought that was cool as fuck. I'm so down with the Indiana Pacers. It sucks that his Achilles blew out. I saw somebody say it early. They said the Magic winning the East looking at me funny. Sure. Yeah. The East is like wide the fuck open next year. Wide open. The Cavs are going to be good. The Knicks are going to be good. No doubt about it. But the Celtics and Pacers missing Halliburton and missing Tatum is massive. So it's going to be interesting. I don't blame you. And it really sucks because I'm a big fan of beating the best at their best. I don't want any fucking injury excuses. I don't like renting superstars for championships, and I don't like beating teams without their best player. I'm with you 100%. Indiana Pacers are winning that fucking game last night if Halliburton doesn't get hurt. And I still give the Pacers respect for battling through the first half. Didn't they have the lead at the first half?
Yeah, 48-47.
Yeah, they had the lead the first half, and then, there was just only so much they could do. The Thunder went on that run. They started suffocating them on defense. But I do kind of want to pump the brakes on, like, the Thunder being getting backlash. Do you or no?
Yeah, kind of. I think the SGA backlash is like kind of silly because he's so good, and then I don't like people who are completely quiet when the guy has a really good game and then he has like a mediocre shooting night. Like last night, I know he didn't shoot the ball very well. And then everyone's chirping like, "Oh, this is your MVP." It's like, bro, look at the body of work in the whole series and then tell me he's not the fucking MVP of the finals. In what world is he not the MVP of the finals? He just is. And just because you are only hyper-focused on his one mediocre to bad shooting night in Game 7 doesn't mean he wasn't really good way more than he wasn't in the entire series. And I don't really get the SGA hate. The Thunder, they're annoying, man, a little bit. Like Chet is an annoying dude. There's some annoying things about the Thunder, but I think SGA doesn't deserve the hate.
I don't think he does either. And did you see Mark Titus's rant, by the way, about SGA?
No.
Oh, man. Mark Titus had a rant. I actually wish I knew where it was and pulled it up or at least sent it to you. Elite Gambino with a sub bang. Appreciate you. 34 months. That's a long fucking time. We're almost running 3 years, baby. Love it. Mark Titus had a rant about he hates the Thunder. He hates SGA. He doesn't think SGA has a bag. He's got one move and he pushes off. SGA, absolutely. And it is frustrating. He fucking throws his forearm into the defender and gets himself space when he creates a shot. It does look like a foul more often than it doesn't look like a foul. I mean, he gets in there, he's fucking smooth, but if he doesn't get any space, he'll just fucking go. He literally fucking goes like that and gets a step off.
Yeah.
I get that.
I get this. Like, I understand this, but I always think are we mad at SGA or are we mad at the NBA's rules?
That was my whole rant.
Yeah.
Not that long ago. I fucking hate how the NBA is officiated. I hate it. Dude, last night, I swear, I think it was him or J-Dub. Maybe it might have been J-Dub. Went to the basket, had a tough shot. There was no whistle, shot it. It hit the rim. And once the ball didn't go in the basket, then they called the whistle. It was almost like, let's wait and see if he makes it. He didn't make it. Okay, we'll give him the free throws. That's how officials are. And did you see the fucking College World Series ump getting into it too? I know that's a separate conversation. Ejecting the Coastal Carolina guy.
Yeah.
Dude, refs, umpires, officials are making it about them. They're getting too involved with the game. And the NBA is the worst league for that. The worst.
In the College Baseball World Series final doing that, it's just crazy to me. That you have to bury whatever you feel deep down. I don't think you can be doing that in that final.
They do that all the time, DJ, and I'm not sure what that's referring to specifically. Look, here's the thing. I've seen a lot of people discredit the Thunder, talk about dude, the Thunder are annoying. And honestly, I'll say this. I thought they were fucking terrible last night.
They were so mediocre, dude. That's the frustrating part about it is they were super fucking mediocre.
Dude,
they were mediocre.
Mediocre is putting it really nicely. In the first half of that game, they were awful. They were awful. Jalen Williams was terrible. He was fucking terrible. Lou Dort was playing pretty well. SGA could not shoot in the beginning of that game. It was nasty. It was ugly. They went on a nice run late in the game and they looked like themselves. I think they hit 4 or 5 threes in a row or something. And that's kind of what sealed it for them.
The Pacers were just fucking dead.
Yeah, the Pacers were dead. And I mean, even still, the Pacers were kind of almost hanging around, made it a 10-point game, but you knew they weren't coming back and winning.
Yeah.
Here's what I have to say, though. If you are upset about the Thunder, please someone correct me if I'm wrong. Was that not just the youngest NBA team to ever win a championship?
That makes sense. I believe that for sure. That's the thing, bro, is they're going to get better. And that kind of sucks.
You will not find me saying that was a Mickey Mouse run.
Mickey Mouse.
Why would that be Mickey Mouse? Because Michael Porter Jr. was injured when they played the Nuggets and they went and
because Michael Porter Jr. was injured is absolutely hilarious. I don't know. I don't know what makes
Mouse?
Mickey Mouse. I really don't know
What's Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody pointed it out in my comments. I thought it was the good point. They didn't lose back-to-back games all playoffs. Gordon was injured game 7, but he played the rest of the series. Michael Porter Jr. was injured apparently all series is what he's referring to.
Got it. I don't think it was Mickey Mouse. I think the Oklahoma City Thunder are awesome. They're very young. They're inexperienced, showed. They're only going to get better. I think the Thunder are going to be a dynasty. Do you agree or disagree?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I forget your posts. I don't know what a dynasty is to you in the NBA. What did you say? 5 out of the next 10 years, including
yes,
this
and I was exaggerating a little bit. Let's say this.
What's a dynasty in the NBA then? That would be my question.
Well, why does it have to be in the NBA? It's the dynasty in any sports. You have to win multiple championships in a short amount of time. So let's say 3 championships in the next 5 years, 4 in the next 6 or 7. Can the Thunder do that? No, the Thunder are not going to do that. Okay, so let's say they just won 1 championship. How many in the next 6 years do you think that the Oklahoma City Thunder will win 2 championships in the next 6 years?
2 more?
Correct.
I think 2 more in the next 6 years would be a massive success. Massive.
So that's, let's say 3 championships.
In 7 years, I think that'd be massive.
Yeah. Is that dynasty?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess if they win 3 and they're probably around there all 7, I guess that's what you call it.
I
NBA is tough for me because you're never getting like the Bulls again.
I understand that, but this Dave Martinez, this means absolutely nothing to me. It means nothing to me. I know there's parity.
But it does mean something. It kind of means something. And the only reason I see what he's saying is because haven't you found the NBA kind of interesting recently where it's like everybody always tells you at the beginning of the year, oh, only 4 people can win the NBA. Only 4 teams can win the NBA championship. The NBA sucks. And then it's random ass teams there every year. Like, don't you find that interesting? The Mavericks last year, the Pacers this year. Like, but at the beginning of the year, everyone will tell you, like, Luka's fat ass and the Mavericks have no chance. Tyrese Halliburton's overrated and the Pacers have no chance. There'll be a team like that next year. Everybody says that about, and they can get there because the NBA has more parity than people think.
Yeah. I know. I guess I do find it interesting, but it doesn't correlate to the Thunder for me.
It doesn't.
I think the Thunder are built different. Now, the only thing you could tell me is the Nuggets probably were the best example of like, this team should have more championships, right? Like they could have won and probably won again, but I think that's how good the Thunder are, dude. Like, I think PFT said it on Pardon My Take, and he's so right. This is the worst Oklahoma City Thunder team we're going to see.
Probably true. That's very scary, but probably true.
And they have a fuck ton. This is the thing. This is the difference too. They didn't rent anybody. They didn't like get a fucking, they're not the Lakers getting LeBron and like, let's try to get another superstar to pair him with. Like, these are their guys. And I don't know, maybe they leave. Maybe one of them leaves. I think they're just only going to add to it. Like, Chet was annoying. Chet's an annoying player. I don't even think he's going to be that good, but he's going to get better.
He's going to be like that mid-tier. Like, if he's your third guy for this run, he's a really good third guy. It's just the fact that people really want to believe he's like a star or even a 2, and he's not that.
No, he's not. But there were times, like, this is the thing. Chet could be such an important player when you have guards. Oh, he's such a great out. How about Hardenstein too, dude?
Hardenstein, those were just, somebody gets it. Somebody in OKC just fucking gets it.
They fucking get it, dude. They got these heart and hustle guys off the bench. You don't need them to be superstars. He's a Mo Wagner. Mo Wagner coming off the bench for the Magic. Heart and hustle guy, not uber talented. Yeah, Presti's the man. And I know, look, it is hard to win a lot of championships because injuries. It's a long season. We're seeing players get more injured than ever. Obviously, I get that. People could leave and take more money, but they have so many assets. They have so many first-round picks. And all their guys are young. So I don't know. I think the Thunder are going to be a problem for a long time. Maybe I'd be wrong about that. Yeah. Yep. Amazing how that Josh Giddey trade for Caruso was such an essential piece to the ship. Yep. While it may look bad on TV, the refs are taught and trained the way to make the late call, especially contact around the rim. Okay. Zip it up when you're done. Why are you acting like they aren't a bad road team? Beating the Pacers in no depth, Nuggets in 7 isn't impressive. Alan, why are you acting like the Oklahoma City Thunder didn't just win 84 games? Did they just win 84 NBA games?
I don't know. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like beating the Pacers isn't impressive, but beating the Mavericks is. Everybody
puppy life.
Huge, bro. He's huge. He's like almost 100 pounds. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Great.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's like, oh, the Thunder aren't a dynasty. They were 0-7 ATS on the road in the playoffs. Like that's what we're doing, Alan Dims.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't do that after the youngest team ever wins an NBA championship. I'm not really going to hate on it. I really didn't love this game 7, the way they performed.
No.
I didn't think anybody was impressive, but I'm not going to shit on the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And don't not showing up in game 6. I don't let them off the hook for that either. That was very, very disappointing for me. If I'm a Thunder fan, like they deserved to win the net. Well, no, I won't say that. They are the best team in the NBA.
Yes.
Like, I got no beef with them winning the championship. I seriously, like, the Pacers' disrespect was real. They were awesome. Credit to them for fighting as hard as they possibly could. The way the Thunder ended that finals was really disappointing. You didn't show up at home in game 7. You benefited from a fucking Halliburton injury, and you did not even get off the fucking bus in game 6. They got their ass kicked in. It wasn't even fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Second youngest team ever. Second youngest team to win the title. Gotcha. Yeah, the
Who's
Pacers.
the youngest?
I don't know.
Portland?
Portland was the youngest. Interesting. The Pacers have so much of my respect. Nemhard, absolute dog. Neesmith, fucking dog. Siakam, unbelievable player. What a trade that was, huh? And Steak with the I'm not gonna rub your face in shit since I already did it, but the TJ McConnell take was one that I'm sure it's probably. Why do you disrespect the white guys off the bench? TJ McConnell said he wasn't gonna do anything in the series. Then you had Caruso under points last night.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to rethink that strategy. I got a whole
You
off.
faded the Florida Panthers. I
didn't fade the Florida Panthers as much as you pretend.
You don't like dogs.
It wasn't. I didn't fade the Florida Panthers anywhere near as much as you pretended.
You did hit.
I did it one time when I was sitting next to you at a bar, and you never let it go. But I did not fade the Panthers.
I'm never gonna let it go.
Yeah, I bet him a few times too. I want to be clear on that.
When?
In the Stanley Cup
Against the Oilers?
Yeah, peep my action. Actually, nobody peeped my action.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about the Kevin Durant trade. So Alan Dims, everybody get fired up. I know everybody's probably going to think my tweet is rage baiting, which I actually didn't get many accusations for that. It was more of like, this is a crazy, you don't know ball take. I just want everybody to remember before we get into this. Okay. When the Philadelphia 76ers signed Paul George and let Tobias
Thank you.
Were we not the only guys that were saying, I kind of think the 76ers were probably just better off having Tobias Harris instead of Paul George. And we got roasted, dude. Roasted. Oh, you fucking don't understand. Paul George is such a better fit. He's a wing, this shooter, that, better on-ball defender, blah, 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 blah. Get your head out of the fucking metrics and out of the Excel spreadsheets or whatever analytics you're thinking about. Paul George, this guy ain't a winner. All right, no. He's a fucking.
He's not even a basketball player anymore.
He's not even a basketball player. So now we have this trade where the Rockets send Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, this year's first round pick, which is the 10th overall pick, and a bunch of second round picks. Okay, I'm not here to tell you I give two flying fucks about second round picks. I'm sure you don't either.
Yeah,
I did not realize, Steak, that people are out on Jalen Green. Did not know that.
Yeah.
I thought Jalen Green, a 23-year-old, been in the league a couple years, was still like an exciting prospect. Bro started the take with PG. No, I'm not comparing PG to KD. What are you talking about?
Comparing the moves.
No. We were comparing. I'm saying our take then was getting roasted like it is now. And how did that turn out? The 76ers were abysmal and Paul George sucks. And don't give me the injuries excuse. It is a combination of crap. DGen retweeting the SGA Hallie Green thing. He's 23, LOL. It's year 5 for him, and he's inefficient. Honestly, not improved since rookie year. Rockets win now and need. Okay. People are so stupid. He's saying sometimes they're right. Right. Go Dino with 10 sub bangs. We love that. We love that. Good job, Greg. Way to go. Way to make yourself useful. Greg's coming in hot this morning. We love that. So here's my thing. And then I want you to take it off, and then I'll wrap it up, and we'll go back and forth and see what the chat has to say. Even before the Rockets made this trade, already premeditated in my head. Wow, my head is massive when I do that, by the way. I did not want to be involved with Kevin Durant at all. I wouldn't have traded a single asset for Kevin Durant at all. I understand he's a good player. I don't give a fuck what you tell me from last year statistically. Larry Beeman, Suns fan, love Larry Beeman, great guy. For whatever reason, as a Suns fan, this guy took in Kevin Durant and just worshipped him. How did Kevin Durant do in Phoenix? Mr. fucking second best defensive player in the NBA, still averaging 27 points per game. Oh, but it's Mike Budenholzer's fault. Oh, because when he got...
Somebody said Kevin Durant's the second best defensive player in the NBA?
That's what Larry Beeman said in the Discord.
That's
what he was
hilarious take. That's get your head out of the fucking
analytics.
That's fucking hilarious.
That's what I said.
Hilarious.
So when the Suns have this super team and they hire this coach that everybody says is, oh, this is the perfect coach for them. How did that turn out? Book Kevin Durant, Beal. I understand Beal's the bad guy. I understand Beal sucks. I kind of like Beal in Washington. I wouldn't have minded him on the Magic. Kevin Durant, the experiment didn't work out in Brooklyn. The experiment didn't work out in Phoenix. So now he's coming to the Rockets. You trade assets for him, and you're telling me you gave up nothing. Fine. I didn't realize that. I thought Jalen Green was a nice player.
That's bullshit. That's the truth. That's
I wouldn't.
they
I
gave
would.
him nothing is bullshit.
I would not have traded anything for Kevin Durant. Everybody is now acting like the Houston Rockets are going to win an NBA championship. If you mortgage anything from your future for Kevin Durant, you need to win a championship in the next 2 years or it's a dud. Do I think the Rockets are going to win a championship in the next 2 years with this team? No, I don't. That's how I feel. And I like their team. I like their guys. I like Thompson. I like Sengun. I like their guys. I'm out on this move. I think it's terrible.
Okay, perfect. So let me just address this. You can not like Jalen Green. I totally understand. I'm not that high on Jalen Green. I want to make sure that's known. But the people calling him a bum, like I respect Kyle Stevens' take. Okay, Jalen Green doesn't get you across the line as your number one scorer. That's a perfectly fair, realistic NBA fan take. I won't argue with it. The people acting like he's a bozo or a bum that averages 21, 5, and 4 at 23 years old. Oh, he's inefficient. Okay, he shoots 43% of the field. He's 23 years old. He averages 21, 5, and 4. He's not a bum. If he doesn't get you across the line, totally fine. Then you're going to totally act like Dylan Brooks is nothing. 14 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block a game, and will guard your best player. Shoots 40% from 3, and you just hate him because he's Dylan Brooks, and we all hate Dylan Brooks. That's not nothing. Your best player plus Dylan Brooks isn't nothing. And this is the other thing everybody's forgetting. KD will be 37. You know that his contract's up next year, so then the Rockets have to sign him again. So they're getting him for 1 year before he's a free agent. Did you know that?
I'm on mute. No.
And a bunch of people are going to say like, oh, Kevin Durant averages 27, 6, and 5. I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't fucking care. Watch the Phoenix Suns last year. Watch the Phoenix Suns play basketball and explain to me how you think Kevin Durant is going to come take the Houston Rockets in Fred VanVleet and Al fucking Sengun, or however you say his name, to a championship. I don't fucking understand. I literally don't understand the logic of how Kevin Durant can't make the playoffs with Devin Booker and Bradley Beal, but he's taking Fred VanVleet and Amen Thompson to the NBA Finals. How the fuck is that happening? Explain that to me, how you really believe that. And also, Kevin Durant is 37. I don't give a fuck if LeBron played till he was fucking 45. LeBron James isn't Kevin Durant. Stop thinking these guys are going to keep playing at a high level at this age because LeBron did it. Most guys don't, and that's just the truth. So I think it's much more likely that Kevin Durant continues to regress. And whoever said Kevin Durant, the best defender thing, I'm not even fucking going to acknowledge that. I think it's even more fair to say that Kevin Durant's more of a liability on defense than he is a benefit. But I know the Rockets have a great defense and plenty of great defenders. But yeah, they were telling me, oh, this just makes room for fucking Reed Shepherd. Reed Shepherd had fucking 4 points a game last week. And oh, this just gets more time for fucking Jabari Smith Jr. Jabari Smith Jr. played 30 fucking minutes a game. He's just average. It doesn't matter. He doesn't need more playing time. He's an average basketball player. That is it. Tari Eason, that was the other guy. Oh, Tari Eason gets more. Like, bro, give me a fucking break. You guys are naming the most mid fucking players ever that you're pairing up and acting like this is a championship team. And I'm dying on the hill. The Houston Rockets are not a championship team. Kevin Durant will never be the lead guy on a championship team in the NBA ever again.
I mean, I'm with you. And in the moment, NBA fans love to think like, oh, this move makes so much sense. It's guaranteed to work. I'm not here. I'm not with it. I don't like it, but I do like, someone said the starting 5 is mean. Yeah, I like the Rockets starting 5.
I like it too.
I liked it last year. Yeah, when they were winning games, when they were in the playoffs and I was watching them, I was like, man, this fucking Thompson guy is a bad motherfucker. Sengun's a bad motherfucker. They got dudes. I've always been a VanVleet guy. I liked him on the Raptors when I took him to win the championship. Yeah, I'll keep reminding you guys about that. But VanVleet's also in his 30s.
Nobody gives a fuck about VanVleet. That's what I'm saying, bro. Nobody gives a fuck about these guys. They're acting like Kevin Durant coming to town elevates guys, and it doesn't, bro. It doesn't elevate them. Kevin Durant doesn't elevate guys. Kevin Durant is a disappointment. He is a disappointment as a winning basketball games player. Kevin Durant is a disappointment who elevates no one and had to go fucking ride Steph Curry's jockstrap to win an NBA championship.
I agree.
Going to do it with the Rockets. Bro, the name drops were crazy. Somebody said like, "Who's beating this?" And they had Steven Adams in there, dude. I love Steven Adams.
Love him.
Stop just naming the whole Rockets roster. I don't give a fuck.
Bro, the Rockets did they? Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they lose to the Warriors?
Yeah, they were the 2 seed. They will not be the 2 seed again.
They lost to the who did the Warriors have? They had Steph Curry
And
Jimmy
Jimmy
Butler and a fucking 35-year-old Draymond Green.
Yeah, but to be fair, just to give everyone their points, and now we're gonna go to Desmond Bain. Just to give everyone their fair points, Jalen Green was fucking dog shit in that series. And that's what everybody was saying on my post yesterday. Jalen Green was absolute dog water in the series against the Warriors. So he was a lot to blame for why they lost. And I have to acknowledge that.
Okay, that's fair. But he's a 23-year-old in like his deepest playoff run of his career, maybe. Alan, your take is atrocious. It is atrocious. Let me explain something to you. I get that the Rockets want to make a move to win now. I don't think that getting Kevin Durant means they're going to win now. What I mean by the Orlando Magic winning now is literally winning basketball games, not getting bounced out of the first round and giving, most importantly, support to 2 of the best young players in the NBA. Okay, I want to make that very clear. Franz Wagner and Paolo Banchero have no one outside of Jalen Suggs. Nobody. You look around who they were passing the ball to. Caleb Houston, Corey Joseph, fucking who's the other guy I'm blanking on?
Gary Harris.
Gary Harris. You have to give your young guys another player and another piece to help them win basketball games. I'm not saying the Magic are ready to win a championship right now. I'm not betting them to win the championship. Jalen Green wasn't even on the floor in clutch time. Totally upset. So all these talking points and still no explanation of how this is the worst trade in the last 10 years.
That wasn't my take. I want to be clear. That's your take. My take was that the Rockets got worse and will be much worse in a few years. That's my take.
Yes. Okay. Here's my question. In the last 10 years, what is the worst trade in the NBA?
The Luka trade, absolutely, hands down. The Luka.
But we don't have any evidence. But we don't have any evidence of that yet.
It's Luka, dude.
Okay, but we don't have any evidence of that yet. Besides that, what has been shown to be the worst trade in the NBA?
Okay, but see, the thing about this is Paul George to the Thunder, yes, obviously, but are we talking about the worst trade in the moment when it happened, or in hindsight after SGA becomes the NBA Finals MVP? Because at the time, no one was saying that about that trade. And now, obviously, SGA is SGA. So if it's a hindsight thing, that Thunder trade, absolutely 100% the worst trade.
Okay. So fair enough. So that is the competition right now. And I will agree. This trade's going to be way harder to look worse than that trade because Jalen Green is not going to be the next SGA. Like that's fair to say.
Yeah. So everybody who was like appalled at you comparing Paul George and Kevin Durant, there's no comparison between Paul George and Kevin Durant until look what fucking teams gave up for Paul George. Look what teams gave up for Paul George. Look at money teams threw at Paul George. Like Paul George was considered to be an NBA superstar for a very long time.
Oh, Rudy Gobert. Yeah. Although somebody made a pretty good point. I guess their first round picks are all going to be late round picks. I mean, look, maybe I'm overreacting by saying it was a terrible trade because I did not know the jury was out on Jalen Green, and you have a different opinion of Jalen Green. You still think, I mean, the guy had great numbers in the season. If he averaged 21, 5, and 4, that's what you said he averaged?
Yeah. I mean, I just thought the hate was crazy. I'm not a Jalen Green guy. I'm just not out on Jalen Green. I'm not writing off a 23-year-old who averages 21, 5, and 4. I'm not doing that.
That's kind of where my head's at. But listen, I like vets. Don't forget Serge Ibaka the match. That was a horrible trade.
It really was.
Victor Oladipo and the pick that got Domantas Sabonis. I'm down with like vets too. Like I like bringing in a vet for a young team, but dare I say, bringing in Kevin Durant is kind of like bringing in Aaron Rodgers of a veteran, the veteran aspect. You think Kevin Durant is coming in anywhere to fucking teach people?
You know what bringing in Kevin Durant is like?
What?
Bringing in Kevin Durant.
He's not teaching
for the Suns.
He's not teaching anyone how to be a pro.
No,
he's not coaching anyone in game. He's not like trying to help. Bro, he's just trying to get another ring.
Oh, and everyone's like, Ime Udoka is elite. That motherfucker, Kevin Durant, doesn't give a fuck. It's more likely that Ime Udoka and Kevin Durant butt heads than it is that they win an NBA championship together. I got fucking.
Toucan Sam is livid at us right now. He's probably.
I know. People really don't like the stick. People really like.
Look, you know what? That's why. And again, Toucan Sam. That's why I'm referencing our take on Paul George and Tobias Harris of just saying like you're not really upgrading. It's a lateral move. People hated that fucking take too. Okay. I just want you to understand that, brother. I don't get the Kevin Durant thing. Folks are absurd with this guy. He's so overrated. Dude, I think Kevin Durant was one of the best basketball, if not the best basketball player in the NBA at one time. And I'm pretty sure I bet the Nets to win the championship when it was him and Kyrie. That year, Kyrie got hurt and they lost to the Bucks. Kevin Durant almost won it for him, but that was like 3-4 years ago. Look, hold on. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
go
you
ahead.
go,
Go
and then you go.
Okay.
No,
Look, if you keep Green, the team is going nowhere. He's getting benched in crunch time. They need someone that can score. Let me know who they should have gotten, DGen. They are win now.
how is Kevin Durant overrated? He's overrated in an aspect of winning NBA basketball games and NBA championships, because you guys really, really want Kevin Durant to be in some kind of level with LeBron. And I just feel like I just want to ask the Kevin Durant stands, because I used to be one. How many times do you need to see it? Like, how many failed Kevin Durant projects do you need to see with the Suns or the fucking Nets, where you team them up with somebody else great and they never fucking get it done? How many times do you need to see it with Kevin Durant? Like, if Kevin Durant's as good as you guys say he is, not making the motherfucking playoffs with Bradley Beal and Devin Booker is absolutely so fucking insane. It is one of the biggest disappointments in NBA history that if Kevin Durant is the legend you guys say he is still, and Devin Booker and Bradley Beal couldn't make the fucking playoffs, miss me with that shit. I think Kevin Durant is absolutely overrated.
And he's also injured every year. Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, he did play a lot of the last 2 seasons, but the 3 before that he missed a fucking bunch.
So I don't understand. So we're happy with a 37-year-old averaging 26 points. We don't like a 23-year-old averaging 21, 5, and 4.
Correct.
Okay, I understand that. You guys hate him for leaving OKC for Golden State. That's one thing, but he's one of the best scorers of all time. Yeah, I mean,
he's one of the best scorers of all time for sure. So is Tracy McGrady.
Yeah. Okay, here's the Rockets fan. He's the best plug-and-play player in the NBA.
No, he's not. No, the fuck he isn't, bro.
Wait. Not take too many shots?
He's not the best plug and play. How come all these teams that plugged him to play don't fucking win anything? How the fuck could Kevin Durant be the best plug and play? The only team that could plug Kevin Durant and win an NBA championship was the fucking Golden State Warriors that won 73 games. That's the only team that plugged Kevin Durant and won a championship.
We glazing Bradley Beal in the big 2-5?
I mean, Bradley Beal, he's the scapegoat, I guess. Bradley Beal's the scapegoat because nothing could be Kevin Durant's fault.
DJ, did you see the Bulls denied the Magic's? I think, listen, I'm like not a Bradley Beal guy anymore. I'm out. He seems like a fucking, like a terrible team player. It is kind of crazy though and Larry Beeman can say whatever he wants. That's fine. I'm not here to say for certain that he was hyped about the Budenholzer trade, but the NBA fans who act like they know everything were loving that coach for that team. He's the perfect style of offense for these 3 guys. I'm with you, dude. Like, I'm kind of out on Beal. Don't get me wrong. I'm not here to say he's a great player, but he was.
Yeah. And this is correct. He was ass on the Suns. The Suns were ass. And I'm just wondering where that Kevin Durant elevates people thing comes from. That's what's confusing me, is Kevin Durant doesn't elevate anyone.
That's what I agree with too. Like the Toucan Sam said, he doesn't take too many shots.
No, he shoots a high percentage. There's no doubt, dude. Kevin Durant has a disgusting offensive bag. He absolutely does.
Yeah, I don't look at him as a guy that makes everyone around you better. A little Carmelo Anthony-ish.
The results very much prove that Kevin Durant doesn't make people around him better. You have to believe the results, dude. He keeps getting teamed up with other stars and being disappointing. Like, if you don't believe the results, then what the fuck are you telling me?
Yeah. I mean, look,
light years. Giannis would have been light years better than Kevin Durant. Light fucking years.
I'll give you a take. You ready for this take? I think this take is going to bring the fucking roof down. You know what I think real moves in the NBA to win championships? You want to know what these moves are? They're not bringing Kevin Durant and bringing these super teams together anymore. The Kevin Durant going to Golden State Warriors, LeBron going to the Miami Heat, those days are over. You know what the moves are now? They're the Celtics signing Derek White. They're the Thunder signing key pieces like Hartenstein and Caruso. They are They're the Bucks. They're the Bucks getting Drew Holiday. Do you remember when the Bucks got Damian Lillard? Oh, he's a big superstar. He's a big name. He's a great scorer. He's this, he's that, he's this, he's that. I remember Cornfields had the Bucks to win the championship because of that rumor.
Yeah, people are going to try to shit on you, but you are absolutely correct. Teams that try to add superstars like this, it almost never works out.
Building depth is what you're trying to say. Yes, exactly. You want to get the big name. You want to get the elite scorer. This is what Rockets fans are and people in the NBA love. You got a 37-year-old averaging 26. Hell yeah, brother. No, I want the other pieces. I want the dogs that are going to put it all together. I don't think Kevin Durant puts it all together. Maybe I'm wrong. Key point in this debate. Maybe we're wrong. But
yeah.
The other people who are acting like this is going to work are like, no, we're not going to be wrong.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're talking about.
The Rockets were a young team that just got the 2 seed. And in my opinion, kind of blew it up for Kevin Durant. Let me ask you this. To the people that think this was a good trade, do you think they'd still think it was a good trade if Kevin Durant doesn't re-sign with the Rockets next year?
Well, that's my thing. The only way this is a success is if the Rockets win a championship in the next 2 years. So that means you can have. Are the Rockets better than the Thunder next year?
No.
Are the Rockets better? Who else is in the West? I guess is the question. If you have a healthy Mavericks team, is Kyrie Irving out the whole year? By the way.
Oh, I don't know about that. The only people that it seems like are definitely out the whole year: Tyrese, Jason Tatum, and Dame Lillard.
Yeah, dude. Okay, that's kind of what I'm saying. I know the Rockets had to do something. I get that. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is what puts them over the edge. Maybe this is what makes them better than the Thunder. I don't see it because I just don't see Kevin Durant elevating the teams he's gone to recently. But maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. If KD retires as a Rocket, then it's all cool in my opinion. Hilarious. Yeah, will Minnesota be better? I don't know. Minnesota's got some things. They need to sign like Nikhil. I don't know what's going. I think Naz Reid maybe is under contract.
Have the Lakers made any move? I'm curious if the Lakers make any moves.
No, but dude, I was listening to on my drive to and from Toronto. I was listening to a lot of Bill Simmons. I had no idea that the Lakers were ran like a poverty franchise, like that they were really cheap.
Yeah, they're saying they're going to start spending like fucking insane.
Like the Dodgers.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that. Yeah. Honestly, that was pretty crazy. All right. So those are our takes. I mean, this is good Monday morning banter, I think. If the Nuggets reload and dump MPJ, whole lot of value on them. Yep. Warriors are also in a state of limbo. Yeah, they are. Yeah. I think the Mavericks could be a problem if they get Flag, if they have Anthony Davis and they have Kyrie Irving, who is healthy. That could be a problem. The Grizzlies are going to be weird next year. I'm trying to think of who else.
I think the Grizzlies will most likely be not very good.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be very good. But again, stop comparing this trade to the Magic trade. The Magic got a 26-year-old. They got a 26-year-old who is a three-point shooter. When I
think we beat that to death. You're right. We got a guy who literally plays our style of defense, and we needed a three-point shooter. We got it. He's 26. And here's the biggest thing. The Rockets gave up Jalen Green. Say what you want about Jalen Green. I get it. Some of you don't like Jalen Green. Fine. 21, 5, and 4. And Dylan Brooks, guard your team's best player. 14, 4, and 3. Guard your team's best player. Great defender. The Magic gave up KCP's trash ass. Absolutely dog shit basketball player who was masked by the Denver Nuggets. KCP fucking sucks. That is absolutely addition via subtraction. And then Cole Anthony, who for what he was doing is getting paid way too much money. The Magic dumped 2 guys on the Memphis Grizzlies. The Rockets gave the fucking Grizzlies 2 very, very, very solid. One guy might be a top 30 NBA player. Like, how far is Jalen Green from being a top 30 NBA player? Seriously. Is he that far?
Well, that's where I guess I'm off. Everybody is acting like Alan Dims just said, it's year 5. We know what kind of player he is. I'm out. So I don't know. Yes, we're not gonna act like we don't acknowledge the 4 first-round picks. But here's the thing. The only pick that's worth a shit, in my opinion, is next year's Suns pick that we gave them. If the Suns are bad next year and they have a high pick, here's my question, Steak. Would you rather take the 5th best player out of college next year? Would you rather have him or would you rather have Desmond Bane? I'd still rather have Desmond Bane. Do we not agree on that?
Yes, we 100% agree. And to the people asking me, oh, KCP's trash because he was a key championship piece on the Nuggets and Dylan Brooks is good. Yes, Dylan Brooks is good. Dylan Brooks is absolutely 1,000,000% better than KCP any fucking day.
Who
KCP
said he's
averaged
not?
8 points on 34% from three, 42% from the field, which is like as bad as Jalen Green, that guy you hate so much. 2 rebounds and 1 assist. Dylan Brooks is better than KCP. Yes, absolutely. It's not
Dude,
debatable.
he's 1,000,000% better than KCP. And I understand everybody keeps saying, see, this is what they want to do. They want to just reach out to the examples of the version of the player that helps their argument. People were like, oh, don't underestimate KCP's value to the Nuggets team when they won the championship. Bro, he's a completely different player now that he's on the Magic. He's fucking terrible. He is
Wrong
terrible.
again, Freeze. Wrong again. Every version of Dylan Brooks was better than every version of KCP. Got to
Was
miss me with
Halliburton-
that one time he contributed. Every single version of Dylan Brooks has been better than every single version of KCP. Dylan
Yeah.
Brooks is a better basketball player than KCP.
I'm not even the biggest Dylan Brooks guy, but I agree he serves a purpose. He is that defender that you want.
That doesn't make me tell you what KCP did when he was younger. This is crazy. You guys love KCP.
Well, within a year or two, Amen going to be a top 3 defender in the league if he's not already. I
Yeah, dude, KCP. You got to miss me with this shit for sure.
Dylan Brooks shooting for the worst.
KCP's best year, he averaged 14 points a game on the Nuggets in 2016, where he shot 30% from three. Miss me with the shit. Every way, Dylan Brooks better.
Yeah, I'm just glad someone said T-Mac today. Miss him. Yeah, I would 1,000,000% take Dylan Brooks over KCP. I don't even know that that's close. Is that close? If you would take
KCP ball, it's not close. People fell in love with KCP on the Nuggets during that one run. KCP is ass, absolutely ass.
Alan Dims, who loves to go against us, cannot even defend KCP. Yeah, Toucan Sam, I understand you're sticking up for your team, and I totally get that. I would do too. Or I would do that as well. Not every move has to be a good one, but I understand if you're getting Kevin Durant and what the Rockets needed is what Kevin Durant does, and that's what elevates the team to win the championship, then I'm wrong, flat out wrong. If I admit my take has more to do about being out on Kevin Durant, what he adds to a team, not from scoring, like from a team perspective, I'm out on it. And I just think the Rockets have like a cool core of guys, and I understand they need something. If getting rid of 23-year-old Jalen Green and adding 37-year-old Kevin Durant was the right move, I'll eat it. I'll eat the take. I'll eat the.
Of course, well, we're gonna have to. We're gonna.
Yeah.
Have to.
But I'm just like I was with fucking Paul George going to the Sixers being a fucking disaster and everybody doing the same thing. I feel like I'm having deja vu. I feel like I'm having Budenholzer going to the Suns. Oh, this is exactly the right coach. I'm having deja vu. Everybody's acting like this is going to fix all the problems. I'm not. I'm out. This is what Alan keeps asking me. What's the alternative? I don't have the fucking list of players available, nor do I know enough ball. What should the Rockets have done?
Well, I don't know. I think the chat is going to tell you that they absolutely had to do something. I don't know if there was any reality where they got Giannis. I see the chat saying James Harden. That scares me a little bit, to be honest. I don't know how that would work out.
But you would have given up less, though. I mean, but at the same time, everybody keeps saying they didn't give up anything. They're saying Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks.
They didn't give up anything is a horseshit take. It just is. It's a horseshit take. It was too. Yeah, it's a bad take. But let's just see. If KD even re-signs after this year. That would be.
Yeah, I don't hate that take. Also, I don't think they're winning a title. Dude, you have to think you're winning a title.
It's the only thing that doesn't make this a failure.
You have to. If you don't win a championship, it's a bust. You were just a 2 seed without Kevin Durant.
Yeah, you at least have to get there because, like I said, you need this man to re-sign. Otherwise, it's weird.
Titsy V is probably coming in a hot troller. DGen looks hungover. Are his takes hungover too? No, I'm not hungover. Does this change y'all's perspective on Jalen if the Suns ship Jalen?
I don't really know where I would like to see where he ends up. I don't have a perspective on Jalen yet. I just want to be clear. My only perspective is that he can't possibly be as trash as everyone says.
Yeah, I mean, I could not be.
I don't really know.
Oops, I could not be more with you. Oh, hold on. I gotta block Titsy V. They're just coming in here trolling like a motherfucker. All right. What's the next take? What's the next topic? Sounds like the Suns are moving Beal and not Green. They should absolutely move Beal. What do you think Beal is worth?
I don't know. Yeah, after the season he had last year, I actually don't know.
I don't have any strong thoughts on the College World Series.
I don't either.
Captain Keegan is the next topic. Yeah, I mean, I know Steak's not the biggest golf guy. Did you watch or give a shit at
I know,
all?
I know what happened. Go ahead, give your recap. I bet
Well,
fucking Rory because I'm an idiot.
I know you're a fucking idiot. Damn it. I don't know how to go in. Let me see. Is this how I do it? Hold on. I'm trying to figure something out here. Oh, here
No,
we go.
Tits, I don't think that's a good duo at all. I don't think that works.
This person is a fucking burner, dude. I'm blocking him right now. EV Tits Lover is blocked. Okay.
Damn, Tits EV, such a cool name.
Now it's probably the man of the vig person who came in and is just chirping us like for no reason. Also, the guy's probably in your Twitter. Can we get the Trey Murphy to the Pistons next, please? I don't really know that I understand that move that much. Do you? Trey Murphy to the Pistons? Although the Pistons are going to be a fun team. I heard Bill Simmons.
I don't have anything against that. Nothing against that at all.
I heard Bill Simmons saying that they think that the Pistons should make a move for Giannis.
I thought that's what I thought the Rockets were going to do, to be completely fair.
Yeah. So just quick thoughts on the Travelers. What a final round yesterday. The golf was awesome. I can't believe the fucking NBA just sat around all day on a Sunday and still didn't start the game till 8:00. But the round was awesome. I do feel bad for Tommy Fleetwood. I want to make that very, very clear. He seems like a really nice guy, dude that you want good things to happen to in life. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm sick and tired of in golf? I'm sick and tired of feeling bad for guys. Oh, you feel for Rory. Oh, you feel for this guy. Golf's like the only sport where you do that. No. Tommy Fleetwood is just not a winner.
Yeah.
It is what it is. If he does end up winning and he gets over the hump, good for him. But I'm not just going to sit here and feel bad for him. No. Somebody else took it. Keegan took it. Good for him. Good for Keegan. I'm not dwelling and spending any time on feeling bad for Tommy. That's not what I'm doing. Good for Keegan. That's back-to-back in tournament live winners, by the way. No, I'm not touting a 4-1 wager on Tommy Fleetwood or JJ Spawn when you could have got him 150 and 40-1. No, I'm not. But I give shit to BK all the time because he doesn't bet live when he's watching these tournaments and getting a feel. When you see Tommy Fleetwood in the lead of a golf tournament, you got to strike. Beal is worth 2 cheeseburgers. Wendy's, Burger King, or McDonald's, or Culver's. I don't feel bad. He missed a 5-footer to go to the playoff. Keegan holds out an 18, then yeah, I feel bad. Fleetwood is your friend who can't close at the bar and gets to put in the friend zone at the right time. Yep, I got 30-1, but shout out DGen. Bang, great job, quantitative eating. Okay. What else is there to discuss on this fine Monday?
I don't feel bad for somebody who choked away the lead and made $1.8 million for what it's worth.
Oh, yeah. Was that what second place got?
I think he was third or he was tied for second.
No, because
tied with Henley.
Henley chipped in for birdie. That was a crazy shot. Keegan was 60-1. No fucking way he was 60-1 live on the fairway at 18. Wow. 2 cheeseburgers for Beal is an overpay. Damn. The Magic have to make another move, by the way. People keep saying that. Desmond Bane's not going to be enough. I want them to make another move. We will never forget Nut and Salad. Yep. All right. Do we talk about the baseball board today?
Yeah, but I don't have a map. Yeah, let's talk about the board. I thought you should talk about your trip to Toronto.
Oh, let's talk about the trip to Toronto. First and foremost, I think I've repeated enough the journey that it took to get there. That was a motherfucker. I think that is enough driving for me for a long time. I drove to Toronto and then I stopped in Buffalo on the way back. I went to Saratoga Springs yesterday, which was a very cute little town. Or not yesterday, 2 days before that. And then drove back home. It was a very nice time, but most importantly, Steak, I got to tell you, I guess I got a good experience at a Blue Jays game because I got fortunate that they opened the roof. Good stadium. I got no beef.
Awesome.
Nice place to watch a game. Right in this heart of downtown, which is awesome. You love when baseball stadiums are downtown. Fans seemed great. The owner's box guys were awesome. Johnny and Avery, obviously throwing out the first pitch was very cool. I got like semi banged up, but I think I did a good job. And on that note, can we just address something? Because now you're here.
This is, I'd say, the perfect rule of thumb, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But you know what seems so, what's like, to me, this is what made the trip seem so doable. Buffalo is 6.5 and like stopping in Buffalo and then Toronto's 2 hours. It's like, it feels like it's right there.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't have to do 8.5 straight. 8.5 straight is not fun. That's what seemed to me like it wouldn't be that bad. But then the weather sucked. The traffic going into Toronto was awful. And I'm like, this blows. But I want to get your take on this BK chirp because I think you're with me, but I also don't know for certain if you're with me. Hold on, I'm getting a corp call. I'll call him right back. All right. I went to the game. I got into Toronto at like 10 a.m. I couldn't check into the hotel until noon, which was fine. I had breakfast, did a stream, whatever, walked around a little bit. I get in the hotel. I'm like chilling, unpacking, whatever. I go to meet the guys at 1 o'clock. Sura, Sandy, and all them, they have a spot at the bar. The game's not till 3. So I meet them at 1:30. We start drinking beers. We go to the stadium at 2:30. The game's at 3. We'll watch the first pitch. Then we go to the Corona Rooftop, which Corona Rooftop, not as great as I thought it was going to be. And we're drinking, having a margarita, having another beer. It's 6 innings of baseball. And I'm like, all right, they're going out after. They have a reservation at a bar called Cherry's Dive Bar, which was awesome, at like 7 o'clock. And Avery and John are going to come. Everybody's going to hang out, whatever. So I'm like, all right, it's 5 o'clock. I'm going to go to the hotel. I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to get some room service, eat a proper meal. You know, I had hot dog, which Blue Jays hot dog was awesome. I had some popcorn. I'm going to shut it down. I'll meet you back at the bar at 7 o'clock. So I leave it in the 6th inning. It's 9-1. BK chirps me, and I get ratioed like a motherfucker, dude. I mean, I'm talking like 95 likes to like 20.
Yeah.
Of you drove to Toronto and you're leaving the game early. What the fuck are we doing here? It was 9-1. The Diamondbacks were beating the Blue Jays. It was the 6th inning. I had done everything I needed to do. Met up with the guys. I saw the Corona Rooftop. I walked around the stadium. I had a hot dog. I had popcorn. I got beers. Is there anything wrong with me leaving?
Were you going to meet up with the dudes later? Is that what you said? You were going to go nap
Yes.
and meet up with them later?
Yeah.
Because you were going to meet up with them later, I'm fine with it. I'm not like super pro what you did. I want to be clear. Like, if you made it all that way, you might as well watch the whole game. But since you did have plans to meet up with everybody later, and it was 9-1, and if I'm not mistaken, the Blue Jays literally had 1 hit while you were there, right? Yeah. That was incredible. I can't really blast what you did, but I'm also not going to like aggressively defend it. But I will say I remember what I was going to say. I totally lost my train of thought.
Because you're reading the chat.
Fucking distracted. What the fuck's I going to say? Oh, sorry. I want to recap what happened in the game after you left. And did anybody like Johnny or Avery thank you for leaving? Because
No.
if I'm not mistaken, the D-backs had 0 hits after you left. The Blue Jays had 4 runs, 5 hits. Is that correct? And
Vladdy went over his bases in the 9th inning.
Yeah, that's fucking absolutely insane, dude. And also, I don't know if you can't talk about this, tell me, but did someone die in the room next to you in Buffalo?
Yeah, I already told that story. I don't know if they died, but it was not good.
And then you say Halliburton respects the over and he pops his ACL. Like we're on a crazy run.
Yeah, I got a dark cloud over me. But hold on one second.
Flash flood.
Yeah, the flash flood was crazy. I just want to go back to something you said. You're not going to aggressively defend me. If I was there, I should have watched the entire game. You really firmly believe that I should have watched the entire baseball? Like, what does that matter?
Okay, the reason why I say that is because that was the event you drove all those hours.
No. See that? Like, you can't be that stupid. I did not drive. No, listen to what you're saying. I did not drive to Toronto to watch the Blue Jays play baseball against the Arizona Diamondbacks.
So what'd you drive for?
They were throwing out the first pitch.
Okay,
and
got
I was
it.
going
So you
to
didn't really care about the game.
No, what the fuck? Are you acting like this is some revelation? Are you fucking kidding me? I went to meet up with the guys and have a good time in Toronto. So we got beers before. I saw him have the first pitch. I went to the game and we're going out after.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I think what you're saying is fine. I'm just not like I'm fine with it, but I'm fine with BK's chirp too, to be honest.
Okay, that's okay.
I think that's the kind of stuff you get chirped for, but it's so degen. Like I knew you were going to leave that game early. Am I surprised? I'm not surprised you left the game early. I'm surprised you made it 6 innings.
Thank you. We hold on a second though. We went to Detroit with 10 guys.
Yeah.
To a Tigers game.
Yeah.
It was like 1-0 the whole game.
Yeah.
Did we watch any of it?
Yeah, we watched some of it, but no, we didn't watch much of the game. There was also so many drunk dudes.
Yeah. But that's my point. Nobody gives a fuck about the game. It's a regular season baseball game, and we're not a fan of either team. Did you really need to watch the Royals and Tigers finish out that game?
No, but that isn't the event that I went to Detroit for.
And I didn't go to watch the Blue Jays play the Diamondbacks.
Okay, I thought you did.
Why would you think that?
Because that's the event you went to.
I went
You
to it.
went to watch them throw out the first pitch.
Yes.
Okay.
Holy shit, fuck. I can't believe that this is eye-opening for you too.
Kind of gat. A little gat.
That's crazy that you think it is unacceptable to not leave
No,
a
I don't
base.
think it's unacceptable. No. I just said I can't. I didn't say it was unacceptable whatsoever. I said that I'm not aggressively going to be defending you either.
Are you trolling?
No.
We're getting trolling accusations.
No, I'm getting trolling accusations.
I get you don't care about those two teams in June, but if you drove 16 total hours, you best believe I was drinking. I was drinking before, I was drinking during, and I was going to drink later. I was much more excited about meeting up with everybody and having beers. All they kept telling me is, DJ, you're going to love this bar we're going to at 7
So
o'clock.
you had no interest in seeing like who the Blue Jays brought out of the bullpen when they were down 8 runs?
I knew you were trolling.
No, you don't want to see that?
I went to the game, Alex. That's my point. I didn't go there to watch the Blue Jays and Diamondbacks play baseball. Not at all.
I get it. Okay. I get it.
Adrian was there for the guys, not the game. It's so easy. BK's tweet, and then fucking I don't even remember, but somebody kept like doubling and tripling down, and I'm like, this is absolutely insane. 16 hours for Prime Night. If you didn't drive there for the game, then what's the first pitch for? What?
The first pitch to the game.
Oh yeah, I know, but you guys, you have to go to the game.
You wanted to see Johnny throw a pitch, but you didn't want to see the Blue Jays relievers throw pitches.
No, I did not. No, I just think it's crazy. Actually, even Cornfield got my back. There are certain guys, when they get your back, it's like, all right, you might be doing something right. Okay. So the giggle gives it away. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if that guy died in Buffalo, but it really was not good. I think I already told that story to everybody. Buffalo is a very, very weird place, but I got to tell you, the people are like salt of the earth. Bar Bill was very good. The people next to me were adorable. I tweeted my story about the Sabres. Dude, I met a couple that had Sabre season tickets, and I tried to talk to them about like the Bills. No interest about the Bills.
Oh, really?
Dude,
were they Canadians?
No, they were Buffalonians.
Oh.
Buffalonians? Yeah, they lived in Buffalo. Yeah. Buffalo has people that like
not caring about the Bills is strange.
Nope.
That's like driving 16 hours for a game and then leaving in the 6
All right. Okay. Is there anything to go over? Because
there's 8 or 9 baseball games. I think we should roll through them since it's 11:50.
Let's fucking roll through it since it's 11:50. Yeah, I do have shit to do. Had a busy morning today. Sorry for starting late. By the way,
pull up Prime's tweet from yesterday. We'll talk about that a little bit.
Prime's tweet.
Yeah.
Did he tweet it?
Yeah, he tweeted his card.
Landon Saunders. All right, hold on. Okay.
All right, let's see. Is
this it?
No, the one of him at the game. We got a QE POD. I can't tell you. QE, sorry.
This one?
If I tell, yeah, there it is. Let's look at the card.
6 units.
So we got 6 units on the Thunder first quarter. I don't believe that hit. We got 2.5 units on OKC first half. That didn't hit. And then we got the Sirs money line for a mega. And
it was the total opposite. The Pacers won the first
quarter. He pushed the first quarter.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to lose money, not even Prime minus 17 units. Damn, that's like he almost lost in one day what I've lost in a month.
He did have this series to go to 7. You got to give him credit for that.
Okay, I do give him credit for that. I mean, what is there to say about Prime? That like Prime comes in here acting like he's some wizard of like almost
I think Prime's trolling you too.
Yeah, I'm having a tough time figuring out who's trolling me and who's not trolling me. He's a maniac. Use the Siakam leg from your card stake on my 6-1 to get the profit bonus. Hard Rock salute. Boom. Bookie will not be getting a call back. Very funny. Prime is cinema. Doesn't know how to gamble and doesn't know sports. He doesn't know how to lose money. Yeah. I still am of the belief.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not with it. I'm not with that take. I kind of think Prime does know sports. I do.
You got such a soft spot for Prime. It's so weird. I still don't even know if Prime is a real person. I think he's an industry plant. Do you know what that means? Like an industry plant?
He was on your stream.
Because of you.
Because you agreed to it.
Yeah. I think if it was up to you, though, you'd have Prime. Prime could literally just hit you up and be like, Steak, can I come on? Send me the link. And you'd send him the link.
Yeah, I'd have like Prime Fridays.
That sounds so awful. All right. Prime is definitely AI. Yeah, I'm still not 100% certain that Prime is a real person. It's just hard for me to believe that because of his behavior. Anyways.
You know how you want to play that game, Stump the Snowman? You should play that game with Prime.
Stump Prime?
Yeah.
I would stump Prime in a millisecond.
I'd love to see it, dude. Let's say, what do you say, Friday, 10 a.m.?
No, we're not doing that. You're so stupid. I see what you're trying to do. You think you're being fucking cheeky of finding ways to loopholes to get Prime on stream. Yeah, it's not working. WB. No, he's already taken Mavs futures. I actually think the Mavs will be okay. I truly do. All right, Corbin's on the bump against the Orioles.
You know what I'd hit Prime with?
What?
Like a multiplication question. 8 times 9. Like you could get him with something like that.
That's too easy.
You think so?
8 times 9? Yeah, dude, you can't do single digits. You have to do like
Chew.
How about 17? Yeah. You can't what?
Can't stump Chew.
Oh no. What about like here's a good 17 times 6. You know, that would be a Prime.
That's a good one. What is it? Quickly.
17 times 6, 42. 102?
Yeah.
Recap the Pacers over. By the way.
Ooh.
Do I get credit for this?
For what?
For what? Yeah. You fucking wouldn't remember. I made $1.53 on that over last night from cashing out.
Yeah, that was crazy, dude. I saw that. I just, you don't care about what the gambling gods are saying to you. You don't care at all. You just keep fucking playing in their face. You just keep fucking playing in their face. You really do.
This is the second time you have accused me of the not caring about the gambling gods. When I abandoned the Nationals and they lost 8 more games in a row, when I cashed out of an over after a star player got injured and changed.
You left me to die with the Nationals. The gambling gods will frown on that.
Fuck you. I didn't leave you to die. I never took you on that fucking journey. You brought yourself there, fuckface. I told you no. Don't do it.
I was just trying to finish what my friend started. You said you're going to bet a team for a whole month. A whole month.
Steak. I said a team that's getting hot. A team that I think is getting hot. I watched them 7 times after 7 bets and said they're not getting hot.
You killed the Washington Nationals. You killed Tyrese Halliburton. You killed that guy in the room next to you in Buffalo.
You can't have accusations going around like that. No, wait. In all seriousness, though, we probably should go through this board and try to be serious cappers.
All right, so we don't have a ton of time, so let's roll.
He drove to the gang war and is blaming Degen. Thank you. Degen left Steak on the bench in Normandy. Get the fuck out of here. I would not. Degen is on a Black Cloud spree and it needs to be studied. Yeah, it's really bad. The Degenerate Weekly hosted by Steak and Sharman. Yeah, somebody said that Sharman. Listen, was it Sharman that if the guy would have cashed out of his Oilers Thunder parlay and won $100,000?
I'll tell you the big difference in the 2 cash outs, and I hope you understand.
I know there's a big difference.
I'm going to go ahead and do it for you. One of the cash outs was for a singular dollar, and one of them would have been for $100,000. So that's the difference. There's $99,999 of a difference.
You guys are so wrong. First of all, we'll not compare that to the winning amount. You just said I cashed out for $1.
Did you not?
Well, let's use our brains here. Bart, you want to join this brain session?
Go.
If I didn't cash out.
Oh my fucking God, I knew you were going to do that. You cashed out for a fucking $1. I don't give a shit. Your cash out was for $1. I don't care what happened after.
My cash out was to not lose $100.
I knew you were going to say, oh, but if I'd stayed in it, I would have lost 100. You fucking cashed out for $1. They offered you $1 and you pressed cash out.
I didn't. I thought I was going to lose.
Care what happens after you cashed out.
I would have. I went to cash out if they were offering me $93, and I would have.
And then you would have lost $7, but you wouldn't have made 93.
I saved. I didn't say fucking made. I would have saved $93.
Well, I'm very.
I saved $100.
I'm proud of you, dude.
Thank you for being with DGen here. It's crazy. I literally bet 1/4 of what you do and wouldn't have cashed it out. Well, I'm sorry that you wouldn't have made a smart decision. It was very clear. This is the Nationals all over. You got to watch the fucking games and you got to process what's going on. You watch the Nationals play baseball. You see their loss at the plate. You stop betting them every day. You save yourself $800.
You keep fucking with the gambling god.
You watch the fucking first quarter of the Thunder game. You watch
how many people have to die, DGen?
You watch the first quarter and you say to yourself, the Thunder look terrible. And the only guy that's going out there and playing his ass off and scoring is Tyrese Halliburton. Oh, he's injured?
Yeah, he respects the over. Dead.
I think the fucking Thunder are probably going to put the fucking clamps on the rest of the Indiana Pacers, and this game's not going over. What was the final score, all you fucking geniuses? All you fucking Charmin, this, that, trebucheters?
Yeah.
Morons. Yeah, how do you think everybody in the fucking chat makes me feel? And the sun, it's hot outside. I thought about having a beer already. If you dropped your own $100 bill on the side of the road, would you pick it back up? Yeah. What? $1. No, $100. I saved $100. Time for a bathroom break. No, it's time to shut this stream down.
No, let's 96. Talking about
it says we have 96 people in Twitch right now. How is that even possible?
I don't know, dude. They want to see who you're going to kill next.
Okay. All right, let's go to the Baltimore Orioles. All right. So DGen will watch the Nationals on his TV, but will leave a James game early while he's at the actual game. Yes. Yes. I will go back to the hotel. I will have a roast chicken, and a beet salad with a peanut butter bomb dessert.
Has Corbin kind of been decent?
Lay down for an hour, and I will go back out there, and I will hang out and drink for 4.5 hours. Okay.
And Gary Sanchez has a home run off Patrick Corbin. I have to move us along, dude. It's almost noon.
I'm fucking aware, dude.
Yeah.
Schwellenbach going against Blackburn. Ooh, good series tonight. Mets hosting the Braves. I need you to start betting on the Detroit Tigers, please. Please stop them. Bro, they just lost a series to the Rays. You don't need me to bet anything. The Rays just did what they could. By the way, how hot are the Rays since I said I'm done betting on them?
Yeah.
Hottest team in baseball. Who are these people throwing baseballs today? Winans? Who is Winans? I don't know who Winans is. Do you know who Winans is for the Yankees?
Nope. Doesn't look like he's pitched yet this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. I'm not reading the chat for the rest of the stream. We're going to move forward. Braves minus 135 on the road feels like a lot of respect. Maybe I'm wrong there. The Mets are 2-8 in their last 10. Kind of think I like the Braves. Braves are 7-3 in their last 10. Do they just stay out? Oh, what are we saving? $100 on the MLB board? I don't know. I'll tell you later. After a significant injury, a game-impacting injury, Blackburn has been shitty. Gotcha. Okay, so maybe that makes sense. The Braves are not a good road team. They're 13-26 on the road. The Mets are 27-10. I just think that is absurd. Is that not absurd? I'm sorry. The Braves minus 135 against the Mets.
I know, but you kind of said it. The Braves lines never make sense, but then you got to remember it's finally like they're playing decent and the Mets are playing bad. So does the line finally make sense, kind of?
No, I think that's way too much.
Really?
That, in my opinion, that's way too much respect.
I think I like the Mets.
Sunday night baseball hangover. Okay, you like the Mets? Fine. Do you like anything in Baltimore and Texas?
Jesus, they struggle against this fucking guy. Atlanta has struggled against Blackburn and against Schwellenbach. Yeah, nobody really has any success. Juan Soto has a home run in an at-bat against Schwellenbach. Also, didn't Juan Soto have 2 homers yesterday?
I don't know.
Was it yesterday or 2 days ago?
Pickett Sharps like the Braves.
Mets are nothing for me. Saturday, Juan Soto had 2.
All right, I'm going to stay off. I respect your opinion.
Lindor homered yesterday.
Oh, and he was in a rut, wasn't he?
He is 0 for 9 at-bats against Schwellenbach, so I don't think he's the guy we want to go after.
Totally.
Brandon Nemo is 0 for 12 at-bats. Schwellenbach has a lot of success against these guys.
Okay. All right, I'm done. It's hot, too, in New York. It is hot today. I know that.
I don't want to hear you bitch about hot.
It's like 100 degrees. What is it in Florida?
It's hot as shit, and it was hot as shit in New Orleans too.
No. Saturday Mets scored 1-1 yesterday, and that was a Lindor solo. Gotcha. Okay.
Bro, I passed the Superdome and then the Smoothie King Center. New Orleans is a sad sports city right now.
Yeah.
Really sad sports city. They need something to happen.
Did you like New Orleans?
I mean, it's my 3rd time there. I think New Orleans is incredibly fun.
Yeah, very fun city. Did you go to the French Quarter?
I believe in actual voodoo. Like when you're in New Orleans, you feel like voodoo's real. It's the only place you feel that way. All those fucking other places, like, oh, this is haunted. Go on ghost stores. I think that's so corny. Then you get in New Orleans, like, oh, this shit's real.
Yeah, that's a good take. Did you stay downtown at a hotel?
Yeah, Virgin.
Did you go to the casino?
I didn't go to the casino.
Harrah's, I think. It's the only casino I've had success in.
There's a Caesars there too, right?
Oh, maybe it's the Caesars.
No, there's both, I think.
There's both. Okay. Food's great. Did you go to the French Quarter?
I went to the French Quarter for sure. I ate 5 bowls of gumbo. I had some po' boys, etouffee. I did fucking all that.
Wait a minute. 5 bowls of gumbo?
In 3 days.
That's a lot of gumbo.
Yeah, well, cups, I should say. Cups of gumbo, but
okay.
5 gumbo.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't have like 5 little cups, but from 5 different places. I went on a gumbo tour.
Yeah, you sure did. Gumbo. You kind of look like a gumbo guy.
I love gumbo, but I have a weird take. I prefer the chicken and sausage to the seafood. Is that weird?
No, I don't think so. Maybe like a true New Orleanser would criticize that. Do you like crawfish?
A little bit, but not a lot.
I don't really know what to do with it. Like prawns and crawfish and all that shit.
I saw a crawfish shirt that said it's not going to suck itself. Thought that was funny.
Pretty good. That is funny. Did you, how was the wedding?
Very good. Very, very cool
wedding.
Yeah, they had like the fucking LSU fucking band there. Yeah, it was at the Museum of Modern Art. It was very, very crazy wedding. Definitely one of the craziest weddings I've ever been to. Literally at the museum around like all this expensive ass art.
Were the people nice?
They vary.
Were they Southern? Like, were they Louisiana?
Yes, very. The dance moves were super Louisiana.
Oh, I like that. Anybody wear shorts and Sperry's?
No, absolutely not. It was very fancy. Did
you look
see
good?
Me
I like it. Yeah,
brown
suit,
suit, dude.
Very nice suit. You look
People
great.
People were roasting me on Twitter, but I think no matter what you do, you're getting roasted on Twitter.
Oh, wow. What another shocking revelation you just had. Wow.
Like, oh, bro, wear a brown suit. It's like, that's what they told me to wear, dude.
Yeah, bro. People just like being mean on Twitter because you can go in there. You don't have to put a fucking face to the name or anything. And you can just say whatever you want to be an entirely different person. You know, it's also easy to be funnier behind a burner account too, because you can just say all the stupid shit and have no consequences of it. I've talked about it. I think burner humor is going downhill a little bit. Keep with the pictures of a fucking Miller Lite, this and a racist blonde.
Burner humor is going downhill because it's so saturated.
It's too saturated. Yeah, there were some good ones. I have a quick take. We'll just shut it down after this. I have a quick take about Toronto. I think Toronto might be an underrated city. Have you ever been to Toronto?
No, I wanted to go so bad. I'm not upset about going to the wedding in New Orleans at all, but I'll admit I was very jealous I didn't get to go to Toronto, dude. I really wanted to go.
But I just want to mention, like, how you just said that you haven't been to Toronto. I think a lot of people, a lot of Americans haven't been to Toronto. It's like, why do we not think of Toronto as a place to go? We always neglect it. It's right.
You know that I didn't know how close it was until talking to you.
Exactly.
It's a 2.5 hour flight for me. I'll
go. It's like, dude, Buffalo's here. It's like right fucking here. It's on the other side of the lake. But yeah, it's a very, dude, people, it kind of like, people look like they like Miami-ish when it's warm out there. People look good.
Yeah, I believe. I've definitely heard it's a fucking cool, trendy city.
Yeah, I was really impressed with Toronto. All right. We'll just fly through the board real quick. The Diamondbacks are -140 against the White Sox. That seems a little low, but this I think it's Shane Smith. This guy for the White Sox is good. 2.88 ERA. Yankees -125 on the road against Cincinnati. You know that's going to be a really popular under, don't you, Steak?
Is it with Winans pitching?
Over.
Oh, over. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's going to be
sorry.
very popular over. Yes, definitely.
I would say that the Yankees Reds is going to be the most popular over of the day. Mets Braves. You like the Mets. I kind of like the Braves. I think that line is short for the D-backs. Maybe the Smith guy just gets a lot of line respect. The Brewers minus 175 against the Pirates looks really low. Ashcraft is going for the Pirates. I didn't even realize Ashcraft was on the Pirates. L by me.
Must be a different Ashcraft.
Can I just push the button on the Pirates?
Braxton Ashcraft.
Oh, I'm thinking of Graham Ashcraft.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah. I don't know. I think that looks trappy.
Braxton Ashcraft dealt in his 11 innings. 11 innings, 10 Ks, 1.54 ERA. Hasn't allowed a home run yet.
I think that line is short.
Also, Paul Goldschmidt is 4 for 8 with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs against Nick Lodolo.
Got it. Okay. Twins and the Mariners. Mariners are minus 130.
Is it just time to like think? Do we start fading the Twins now? I know we've looked for opportunities to buy them, but now like just got swept by the Brewers. It looks bad there. Is it like, do we start fading the Twins is the question?
Yeah, maybe the Twins blow it up.
I kind of think the Twins are to be faded for a little while.
Okay. I'm kind of with that. I saw Cal Raleigh had a
Yeah, crazy.
Well, who's the RBIs leader?
I don't know. Buxton still cracked out. Okay.
Oh my God, dude. Cal Raleigh is in second.
Who's in first?
Eugenio Suarez.
Oh, wow.
I made a tweet about Eugenio earlier in the year. I said he's the weekend warrior because the guy fucking balled out. This dude, unreal. Where's home runs?
Wait. What Mariners.
Pete Alonso at 64. Wow. Seiya Suzuki is unreal. I didn't know Rafi Devers is 5th in RBIs this season. Jeez.
Cal Raleigh has a homer off O'Bear, and Buxton is 0 for 3 and 3 at-bats against Woo. Trevor Larnach and Castro, the only dudes to homer off Woo.
Dude, let's really get dialed in this week with MLB players. Let's really start to follow some. Let's follow some guys getting hot. Let's bet on the hot guys. Let's follow some teams. We're not going to get our hands too invested in game 1 of this week of Monday. We were both out of town. We're getting back in the groove. Let's dial it in though, and let's really pay attention because we all know it. We're going to get sick of hearing it a million fucking times. It's the dog days of summer, but that's the reality. Let's try to make the most of it. Let's be responsible. We're not going to fucking prime our way to victory. That's not what we're doing. I got to get a winning July. I just do. I have to have a winning July. I got to end June strong. I need to be smart, disciplined, cash out of losing wagers. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Get shit. Yeah. Don't care. Thank you, Lancer. Appreciate you. I think we can wrap it up though.
Sounds good.
Steak, good to be with you. We'll see you tomorrow. You're going to be off Wednesday. I think we'll talk to Greg. We'll see what day we can do happy hour this week. Do you know what day is good for you?
Thursday.
Okay, Thursday's good. Maybe we just keep it Thursday then. We'll chat later though. All right,
cool.
See you, Steak. All right. Does anybody need a raid? Suck it over the sub bank. Appreciate all the subs, guys. You guys are awesome. We appreciate that. All right. I'm gonna shut it down. Oh no, Owner's Box is live. Let's send you over to Owner's Box. Say what's up to the lads over there. Had a great time hanging out with them again. Great hospitality, Toronto. Like I said, fun city, underrated city. Good luck on your wagers. Listen, we are really gonna start dialing in and getting serious with baseball. There's no other distractions or nothing going on. We have golf, obviously, still. Not as many signature events or SIGs as they like to call it, SIGs for short. Join the raid. Head over to Owner's Box. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great week. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Goodbye. That's second baseman on the White Sox. What the